Hi everyone, it's John from What Up, and welcome back to another video. Now, today marks the opening ceremonies of JordanCon 2022, and what would it be without a surprise announcement from our favorite showrunner, Rafe Judkins? That's right, we got some casting news today during the opening ceremonies, and we have all of that here for you today in today's video. So, if you're new to the channel, you don't know what we do here, we cover Wheel of Time show news. So anything and everything to do with Sony and Amazon's Wheel of Time production, that's what we talk about here. If you like that sort of thing, or just regular old Wheel of Time content, because we do that as well, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Now, if you do like the video, click that like button because YouTube likes to reward videos with a high like ratio, and I'm looking to grow the channel just a little bit. Hopefully I can hit 20,000 subscribers prior to the summer months. So if you can share this video around, share the channel around, tell your friends. Let's see if we can bump up my numbers just a little bit, because let's face it, the more people that watch my videos, the more videos I can do for you folks. And I super have a good time doing this. All right, with all that being said, I do have to give a slight spoiler warning because we're going to speculate on where these cast members are going to fit into Season 2 of Sony and Amazon's Wheel of Time show. So, spoiler warning, in this video we're talking about certain elements of Season 2 of Sony and Amazon's Wheel of Time show. So if you haven't watched the first season or read the first 3 books of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series, that's The Eye of the World, The Great Hunt, and The Dragon Reborn, be forewarned, I'm going to ruin minor plot points and character arcs from all of those. Well, you've been warned. Alright, let's get on to the video. Now, if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, Wotseries.com put out an article, and I've left that article linked down below in the description box, and I did a video on Aviendha Smart. So this was a leaked casting that Wotseries.com got a hold of, and we then speculated on what her role could possibly be going forth in the series. Now, no one really knew, although there was some heavy speculation on certain roles. Now that today Rafe Judkins has actually announced her as part of the cast for Season 2, we're going to know just a little bit more about her role and how she's going to fit in with the rest of the cast members. Now, Aviendha Smart is an actress that's been acting since 2017, and she's been in a ton of different television shows, but she's probably best known for either Killing Eve or Smother, where she had a recurring role for a number of different episodes in both of those series, and she's an absolute treat to watch on the small screen. She's a fantastic actress, and she really knows her craft well, which sort of fits in with what everything Amazon has been doing so far with all of the other castings. Now, this was kind of a shock today. No one really expected a show presence whatsoever at JordanCon. We've been asking about it and asking for it for a number of weeks and months now, and they were completely silent on it, which is kind of strange. I mean, let's face it, the marketing for the show has been all over the map. They have not done a very good job with anything as far as marketing goes. Leading up to the first season, there was a huge blitz at the very, very end, but it kind of fell short, and it was only focused on specific people in specific areas of the world. Whereas other Amazon shows that they've marketed have done massive marketing campaigns pretty much everywhere for a very long time. Now, that isn't to say that Wheel of Time Season 1 wasn't successful. It absolutely was. It was one of the biggest streaming shows they had ever, so it broke a number of Amazon records, and it was absolutely greatly received by critics and fans alike. Now, there are some people that didn't like the show too much because it strayed a little bit from the source material. However, they're far outweighed by the number of people who absolutely love the show and enjoy the fact that this is another turning of the wheel. Now, we did get a little bit more information about Aviendha today during Rafe's little address at JordanCon, which unfortunately I wasn't there to see, but I did get to watch it after the fact. All right, now we know who Aviendha Smart is going to play, and that is Aviendha. Pretty neat. Now, Aviendha is one of those castings that everyone in the fandom has been absolutely holding their breath for. She's one of the very few characters, and I think I can say this, very few characters in the book series that everyone universally likes. I can't think of a single person I've ever talked to that's a fan of the series that didn't like Aviendha, but if you don't like Aviendha, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know why, and then you'll probably get roasted by all the Aviendha fans that are watching the video right now, because she is exceptionally well liked by most people in the fandom. Now, she first appears in The Dragon Reborn and is a major character right up through and including A Memory of Light, the very end of the book series. She factors very heavily in Randall Thor's plot lines, Elaine's plot lines, Egwene's plot line, everybody's plot lines. She's an absolute major player in the book series from The Dragon Reborn right till the end. Now, Rafe Judkins had mentioned a couple of different things which, made us guess a little bit of her casting. So when I did my video not too long ago, I guessed that she might be playing Aviendha, and Wotseries.com also kind of guessed a little bit to that, that extent. And a number of the people in the fandom have all pretty much said the same thing, but we didn't know for sure. And let's face it, there are a ton of characters right now, fan favorites, no less, that we know her in the show, but we don't really know the castings for sure. In fact, they haven't been officially confirmed by Amazon. And this goes back to that marketing I was talking about earlier. Amazon has been absolutely dead quiet on pretty much everything since almost the show ended. The last official word we've heard was from Rafe Judkins doing an interview with Empire Podcast, and that was, a number of weeks ago now. We've heard absolutely nothing since then, which is kind of sad because I really like the show. I really like what's going on. And while I do enjoy leaks and digging through things, I want some official news too. I want to talk about this with other people. I want other people to know, and I want more people to watch the second season. While it was absolutely an incredible first season and very successful, it was successful in spite of the marketing, not because of it. Now, how is she going to fit into the second season? Because we do think, and I'm going to stress this, we don't exactly know, but we think the second season will factor heavily upon the Great Hunt with aspects of The Dragon Reborn, the third book in the series, and that's due to some comments by Rafe Judkins, the showrunner. And we also know that we're going to see a number of Aiel earlier than we would in the book series, and that's again by comments by Rafe Judkins. So are we going to see Aviendha with the other Aiel in the Waste? Are we going to see her journey from being a maiden to becoming a wise one's apprentice? Because we didn't really get to see that in the books. We didn't get to see her as a maiden. We only really got to see her as a wise one's apprentice throughout the book series. So that would be a very interesting take to introduce her, give her some backstory, let us see it a little bit early. Or will she have left the Waste, which doesn't happen in the books? Will she have left the Waste and met some of the characters? Or is Rand going to travel to the Waste on his journeys with Selene? That's entirely possible as well. We got to understand here that they changed a lot for season 1, so we don't know the direction of season 2. We can use the books as a slight guide, but for sure we can't say this is definitely going to happen because they are going to cut and change things like they did with season 1. And I have been told that they're going to be much more changes to season 2 than there were to season 1, although they're much more excited about season 2 and they think it's going to be a much better season and probably better received than season 1 was, even though season 1 was a pretty much huge smash hit. Now, let me know what you folks think in the comments down below. Do you like Aola Smart as Aviendha? Is it who you imagined? How do you think she'll play? Now, you got to remember, you got to watch some of her other stuff. So you got to watch some of the things she's in, see how she acts before you can comment on whether or not she make a good Aviendha or not, because it's more on how the character is played rather than your first impressions. So I think from watching some of her things that she's going to do an absolutely fantastic job. But I'm very interested to see what you folks think and see how you think she's going to fit into the series. Will she be in the Waste? Will she be in the Wetlands? Will Rand travel there by herself? Or are we just going to see her not interact with any of the main characters and have her own little side story in the second season? Let me know what you folks think. All right. Thank you so very much for sticking with me here to the very end, and make sure to watch for over the next couple of days for a couple of more news videos and another video with a bunch of leaked set pictures that I got from locals from Asoria in Morocco. Thank you so much, and here's to many more.